Fox News also linking Benghazi and the Malaysia flight disappearance to President Obama. This was on Fox and Friends Sunday morning. We had Anna Koyman and we have Tucker Carlson and one other guy whose name escapes me. And this is what happened on Fox and Friends.
Why were there some 24 CIA employees in Benghazi, Libya, a place I would say not 1 in 1,000 Americans had ever heard of before this took place? Why were they there? Right. There have been early reports that they were trying to keep the arms caches in that country under control. Others that they were shipping arms to Gulf countries for movement to the Syrian rebels. Is that true? Don't we have a right to know that?
We haven't heard much about that. That's a great point. I mean, did that just get swept under the rug? We haven't heard.
Well, it has been swept under the rug, and I think it's sort of a vital question, and it helps us to understand what happened next.
Also, the president wanted to make sure that he could fit his narrative. GM is alive, Osama bin Laden is dead, Al-Qaeda is on its heels, and we have some new information out today that 11 terrorists with links to Al-Qaeda have been reportedly arrested in Malaysia in connection with the disappearance of that missing airliner that had 239 people on board.
Why haven't we heard about this? Apparently this happened like last week, according to Malaysian officials, that they rounded up these terrorists that may have been involved, that they may have somehow gotten on board and hijacked this aircraft, but did not come forward, which is odd about this. Usually Al-Qaeda claims responsibility almost immediately for this type of disaster or this type of terrorist attack. There's been no mention of it, but now...
Yeah, eventually Tucker Carlson actually admitted that there was no connection whatsoever between Al-Qaeda and the missing plane. So we talked about that yesterday, Lewis, how these 11 so-called terrorists that were reportedly detained because of a connection to MH370, the Malaysian Airlines flight. There is no connection. It's abundantly clear that Fox News just is desperate to keep this thing going as long as they possibly can. And hey, if we can add on to Benghazi, flight MH370, let's absolutely pile it on.
Yeah, why not? As long as you're kind of still keeping this in people's minds and hinting at it here and there, I'm sure it works great for them.
And can someone please just tell me why the dozen attacks that happened under George W. Bush's watch that are similar to Benghazi were not the source of even the most minute amount of controversy or scrutiny, but those exact same conservatives who either ignored or didn't care or never found out about those dozen attacks seem to think that this was some kind of Obama conspiracy. It almost makes me think, Lewis, that there might be some kind of hypocritical double standard here.
On Fox News?
No, just in general, from the right and the obsession with Benghazi.
David, I think you're being really unfair and unbalanced.
This program is supported directly by you. Please go to davidpakman.com/membership to become a supporter today and get a whole bunch of great member benefits while doing it.